Let me ask you something. Why do some people seem to move ahead in life faster than others, even when they have the same 24 hours, same time, same opportunities, same world, but completely different results? Most people think the difference is intelligence, luck, or connections. But here's the truth. The difference often starts in the morning, before the world wakes up, before distractions begin, before responsibilities take over. Successful people do something differently. They don't start their day randomly. They start it intentionally. And over time, these small morning habits create a gap that becomes impossible to ignore. In this script, we'll break down 5 powerful morning habits that separate successful people from everyone else. And once you understand these, you'll realize success is not about doing extraordinary things. It's about doing ordinary things consistently, especially in the first hour of your day. Habit 1. They don't start their day with their phone. Let's start with the most common mistake. Most people wake up and immediately grab their phone. Notifications, messages, social media, news. Within minutes, their brain is overloaded with information. And here's the problem. This puts your brain into reactive mode. Instead of controlling your attention, you're allowing external inputs to control it. Your thoughts are no longer your own. They are influenced by what you just consumed. Successful people avoid this trap. They protect the first moments of their day. No phone, no noise, no distractions. Because they understand something most people ignore. Attention is power. And whoever controls your attention controls your life. Habit 2. They activate their body early. Successful people don't stay sluggish in the morning. They move, not necessarily intense workouts, but some form of physical activity, stretching, walking, light exercise. Now you might think, what difference does this make? A lot. When you move your body, your brain releases chemicals like dopamine and serotonin. These improve mood, focus, energy. Movement tells your brain, it's time to wake up and perform. This creates momentum, and momentum is powerful, because once your body is active, your mind follows. Habit 3. They feed their mind with growth. Here's something interesting. Successful people are very careful about what they consume in the morning. While most people consume entertainment, successful people consume education. They read books, listen to podcasts, learn new skills, because they understand that your input shapes your thinking, and your thinking shapes your decisions. If your brain is filled with random content, your thinking becomes scattered. But if your brain is filled with valuable knowledge, your thinking becomes sharper. Over time, this creates a massive advantage. Just imagine learning for 20 to 30 minutes every day for years. That's hundreds of hours of knowledge. And knowledge compounds. Habit 4. They plan their day with intention. Most people start their day reacting. They respond to tasks, messages, and problems as they come. This leads to confusion, stress, lack of direction. Successful people do the opposite. They start their day by deciding what matters. They ask themselves, what are the most important tasks today? What progress can I make toward my goals? What should I focus on? This simple habit creates clarity, and clarity eliminates wasted effort. Instead of being busy, they become productive. Instead of reacting, they start leading their day. Habit 5. They build discipline through small wins. Here's the most important habit of all. Successful people focus on small wins early in the day. They complete simple but meaningful actions, making their bed, finishing a short workout, reading a few pages, completing a planned task. These actions may seem small, but they send a powerful message to the brain. I follow through. And this builds discipline. Discipline is not built through big actions. It's built through small, consistent actions. Once you win the morning, you're more likely to win the rest of the day. Psychological difference. Now let's understand what really separates successful people. It's not just habits, it's mindset. Most people wake up and think, what do I have to deal with today? Successful people think, what can I create today? This shift from reaction to creation changes everything. Because when you start your day with intention, you take control of your life. The compound effect of morning habits. One day of good habits won't change your life, but repeated daily, they create massive results. Let's say you spend just 1 hour every morning improving yourself. That becomes 365 hours per year, 1,800 plus hours in 5 years. That's a huge advantage. While others are wasting time, you're building skills, discipline, and clarity. And over time, this creates a gap. At first, the gap is invisible, but after years, it becomes obvious. Why most people never build these habits? If these habits are so powerful, why don't most people follow them? Because they require one thing: effort in the beginning. Humans naturally prefer comfort. Sleeping longer feels good. Scrolling feels easy. Changing habits feels uncomfortable. And most people choose comfort over growth. But successful people make a different choice. They choose long-term gain over short-term comfort. The identity shift. Here's where things get really powerful. Morning habits don't just change your routine. They change your identity. Every time you wake up and follow these habits, you tell your brain, I am someone who is disciplined. I am someone who improves. I am someone who takes control. And identity shapes behavior. Once your identity changes, your actions follow naturally. The real secret. The real secret is not waking up early. It's not having a perfect routine. It's simply this: consistency. Even if your routine is simple, even if it's not perfect, if you repeat it daily, it will work. Because success is not built in one day. It's built in small steps, repeated over time. Final thought. Every morning gives you a choice. You can start your day like everyone else. Scrolling, reacting, rushing. Or you can start your day with intention. Moving, learning, planning, improving. Most people won't change. They will continue repeating the same patterns. But a small percentage will build these habits. And over time, they will create a life that looks completely different. Because sometimes the biggest difference between average and successful people is simply how they spend the first hour of their day.